extremely boring. Gyoza. What is gyoza? Okay, Bastion likes that. Cool. Let's see. To Google. What is gyoza? A Chinese type of Chinese dumpling filled with a ground meat or vegetables wrapped in a thin dough, sealed, and then broiled, steamed, and pan-fried as pot stickers. Ah, interesting. So they're just pot stickers. Okay. Actually, come to think of it, before I get carried away and attempt to see if this triggers, let's save. Because I have not saved in a while. Okay. Alright, let's duel her. And then we'll duel Zane, even though it's kinda risky. I'll just say it that I'll just put it that way, it's risky. I abandon Paper Gang and win immediately. Well, that'll tell you something. Oh yeah, wasn't her deck like Star the Silver Screen or something like that? This also helps her a bit. Well, that's problematic. Darn. Miscalculated because, dang, Command Knight can be annoying sometimes. Imagine reading cards, folks. Right? I would not have done it in that sequence, Alexis, but oh well. Again, you do you. Am I out? Yep. I am out this game. Well, GG. GG. Heavy Storm. Yeah, a fair and balanced card, isn't it, folks? Well, that could help. And then here comes the Nobleman cross out. No? Alright then. Yeesh. Note to self, no back row. What am I doing? I know what our monsters are. Effect don't matter. I have no back row. I made sure of it. And that's game. Well done. Well done. I had to come back there, but heavy storm. Just... Why do you all get heavy storm but I don't? Meh. And now to lose the Zane. And lose 3 in a row. The Cyber Jar got me back in the game, but can't do anything about Heavy Storm. Supreme Mecha Dragon. Okay, Zane, let me guess. Knock Heavy Storm? Well, Pot of Greed, but potentially? No, really. Ah, now he starts using the Proto Cyber Dragons. Oh, my. I wanted her effect to activate anyway. Oh, by the way, Zane, thank you for the 5,600 life points. I can do something really funny. Huh? Yeah, I figured. Here's the crackback. And one back row this time. Well. I'm disappointed in you. In front of the Chancellor. Too, which is funny. Alright, let's go to class and then we will humor Cyrus with this duel. Oh, jumped the gun. Oh well. I'm just supposed to talk to him, not go up and duel him. Oh well. We'll do that in a sec. We're going to duel him twice. Why not? Now notice he has 6 cards in his extra deck now. It's because this is when he starts pairing up with Jaden very well, because he runs UFO Roid Fighter, which is a pretty good monster. Dust Tornado. Alright. Well, that's unfortunate. What? Not bad. Not bad at all. Too bad none of the monsters in this deck have piercing. This is where I need to run Fairy Meteor Crush, am I right? $3,200 attack point on Amazon as Paladin. That's crazy. $12,000 life points. Did he say 30-second time limit? So, one thing I find very stupid about that. The 30-second time limit, it's like, you have 30 seconds to make a move per turn, and if you take too long, you lose. Which, that's not how it works in Yu-Gi-Oh! It's, you run out of time, your turn's over. I'm learning something new about Trap Hole every day, about Marauding Captain. All of the trap holes, apparently, huh, Cyrus? This is not bottomless trap hole. Rocket Warrior is kind of random, But I can dig it. The Joey card. I'm crashing on purpose. So I can get an Amazon Spider on board. This Amazon's Paladin is an Amazon's Tiger. Now I have exact lethal on board. The Koishi's a good card, but it's not going to save you in this situation. Nice. That time, yes, it was, Cyrus. That was kind of... yeah. Now, the game that was somewhat adjacent to this game, Yu-Gi-Oh! GX Duel Academy, there was a way to pretty much get infinite DP. It's fail the exam on purpose. Talk to Fonda Fontaine, and she will not only boost your rank, but give you all of your life points remaining as duel points. So, you get... she's a very effective way to get a lot of money. Okay, shoot. In order for Warrior Toolbox to work, I need a Donzalug or two. Well, to work the way I want it to. I still need the rats. I love how on screen it always gives me the ultras and supers that I don't want, and then off screen is when it gives me everything I want. So now it looks like I'm lying. That's just how it works, huh? Nice. Ta-da! I have 2 of those now, which is fantastic. Oh, well, I got what I wanted. All right. So how are we doing? How you doing? Two and a half on Jaden. Only got 3 and maybe a quarter on Bastion. It gets hard after a while. It does. Alright, let's end the day. And before we do Tag Duel Sunday, I'm going to take another quick break. I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. Alright, Alexis, let's do this. We're going to start farming the dark pack now because tomatoes would be nice, but I don't see it happening. I think I'm just going to give up on the rats for now because I don't know what it is. Even in real life, Giant Rat doesn't like me. The only ones that do are UFO Turtle and Shining Angel. Heck, even Mystic Tomato hates me in real life. I never well, that's a lie. I've packed one my entire life. I'm being serious. Yeah, I've only ever pulled one in my entire life, and I've had to buy them from the secondary market. 2 more. And now, since we're dueling with their stronger decks, it'll be more interesting. We'll just put it that way. Hollow Light Barrier. In other words, bad Wabaku. Oops. There's never a way to know what they call on the coin flip. Why did they put monsters like Marshmallow in attack mode? Well, at least we drew that out. An indestructible monster that is worth putting in attack mode. The only one that's worthy of doing that is Spirit Reaper because it has a secondary effect where it snipes a card out of your opponent's hand. And the Dark World monsters did not exist yet, so there was no risk. Well, that's probably my easiest duel against Michael ever. He's one of the better Slifer Red. Because his deck is actually Could be good. The problem is it relies solely on monster destruction, but you have no payoff. You have no beaters to destroy your opponent with. You gain card advantage, but at what risk, essentially? Well, this might be asking for trouble. The bounce deck with aliens. Oof. That is a pretty bad hand, Alexis. It's bad Wabaku, because like I said, you have to discard a card to use it. Yeah, I sequenced that wrong. I realize that now. I miscalculated. What? Oh, interesting. Force back, a solemn warning before it was cool. It's alright. Jinzo. That's pretty good, but not fantastic. When I'm facing down Wall of Illusion specifically. BrainCon, really? Not looking good. Well, can blank one monster with that potentially, but this is not looking good. Okay, there's the heavy. Good, good. Thank you. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Yep, that's game. Well, alright then. Well, the Amazon's deck was fun while it lasted. I think I'm going to switch gears now. Because, it's not doing... The problem with it is it's not strong enough. It doesn't have, like, a huge boss monster or anything. But it's more of a fun deck. So... You're going to see me switch decks 3 times this stream. Alright. It's time to rule the world, folks. This deck I've been keeping in my back pocket for a bit. I've tested it, and it's pretty nuts. Let's try that again. All right. Wow, that is nuts. Let's see. Let's destroy this. It doesn't matter if you do. It still goes away. Let's think here for a second. Should I Tiv? Yeah, I will. Pitch the Treeborn and call Reptile. Do not call Aqua. That would be stupid. Nice. That clears a way for me to make the play. Let's make him pay for overextending. And then get the Borg out there. Then if I get soccered, I get soccered. Wob. Alright, that's fine. Okay. Sure. I don't care if he gets bounced to my hand. Alright, my body looks good. Let's... Not my actual body. Get rid of you. Let's battle. Now I'll set this as safety. As a safety net. Fair enough, but you're still eating the max damage from my Monarch. Wow, that's insane. Mysterious Guard's pretty strong because of top decks. That's kind of crazy. Pot of Greed. Yeah, let's throw salt on the wound. Crop circles and brainwashing beams, so they were specific to him. I love how the crop circle is the Eye of Ujat. Are you implying that ancient Egyptians are aliens? Kind of feel bad that I'm going to be up on these two, but... yeah. And I named the deck this because I'm using creatures that rule their parts of the world. Hey. And the Mother Grizzly is only in here for deck thinning and getting my Treeborns live. Okay, so you just blink the damage, essentially. Because Enchanted Javelin is not a Draining Shield. See, Draining Shield negates the attack, so... Enchanted Javelin just, like, blanks the direct attack. Also, yes, I do run Doomcow Knight for stun. I love how that became that card. Because in the anime, Kaiba uses it as a quick play spell where he copies and steals the effect of another spell card that was played. Well, the Doomcow Knight's going to blank this at least, so that helps. I only run 2 Sidras, and they're just in here for, to be tribute fodder, but also a nice comeback tool. Ook, me gorilla. Mobius. Alright. I was going to say, do I have any spells get worth getting back? Yes, Pot of Greed. Oh my gosh, this is so mean. Speaking of Draining Shield. I think for the next part, Alexis removes those attack and receive cards. She just kind of goes more straightforward to what she was in the anime. Yeah, I figure as much. When I build a very good deck, it is indeed very good in this time period. Okay, here's the true challenge. Jules and Lily, I think? Oh, Maki. Right. The zombie and the Nephidus deck. Which Nephidus isn't great, but it's because it's just... She is running a bunch of cards that are limited. Well, aside from that, because that's just a good card. Because Bottomless wasn't even semied at this point. Yeah, Genzo. Great. You know what? Even if you do blank my Sidra, I'm Book-a-mooning my own card, darn it! Why didn't you Book-a-moon my Cyber Dragon? That at least would have made sense. Midoriya. Good card. Calling the Jinzo. I'm going to activate Waboku. So, nothing. So, Jinzo can't do anything to me. Alexis, please set Warrior Lady. Get her to take our bait. Why? Why would you set that? I guess 1500 burn isn't bad, but still. Why? Oh, I know what Treeborn Frog does. I meant to set it. Touché. Well, at least the Treeborn isn't live. I guess that's a plus. But Alexis, the Warrior Lady, why are you not using it? You know, I have never seen Curse of Vampire in my life until this game. Does it actually exist? A Mobius. Fantastic. Fantastic. She keeps playing back row when Jinzo is in play. I don't know what she was thinking. Ugh. This is an example where your teammate is an idiot, and you should have set the DD Warrior Lady, because we would have been able to get rid of the Jinzo. Man, that's so dumb. When the AI is detrimental to you. Ain't it lovely? And then I dead drew the Mobius because Alexis loves playing back row. Lots of back row. Well, my Treeborn's not live no matter what now. I'm going to do something very funny. Or you could just be a jerk. Yeah, that works too. Never mind. You know, Judgment of Anubis is good and all, but it's like, nobody's using Heavy Storm when we haven't. You know, I'm just gonna wob. By the way, Hallowed Life Area, I call that bad. I call that bad Wabaku. I think it's the same card. Ooh, one time when that's useful. Yeah, she was going to do the Slate Warrior. Oh, sure, now you're playing well. Or not. Of course, that wasn't her fault, but yeah. Some of the Slate Warrior back, but that doesn't matter to me. Let me think. Could blank the tomato at least. How do I want to do this? Yeah. Let's go. Or just going to do this play. Okay, cool. My Treeborns are live now. The problem is they don't know how to use Dimension Wall, which is stupid. That was Jowgen, so that doesn't matter. How about no? No, you. At least you can leave it in my hands. I know how to use it. Pull the reverse Uno card there. No, you. I am very good against the bouncing decks. You know, the funny part is, my deck almost looks like Magical Scientist FTK, which is funny, because I can actually play that. The problem is, in order to use ban cards, you gotta beat the game with all the page 1 characters, which is Not going to happen. It's not worth it. Summoning the Gilosaurus that way. And then I get Heavy Storm for my life, right? No? Okay, good. It's Turtle Bird, and it's gone. You always see something funny? Can't escape this monster, can we? I have lots of damage on board right now. Ah, well, it was good while it lasted. Cowback. Exile Force, good card. TT, Roulette Barrel was funny. And Avarice. Let's get rid of the Exile Force, because that's going to be a problem later. I'm going to deck you out, Pablo. You and your 80-card deck. So I can't pre-mat the Cyber End Dragon because it wasn't summoned properly. But it was still funny. Why do they put it in attack mode? That's not the point. DD Warrior Lady. And battle phase ends. Well, since you're so inclined to risk my monsters, Alexis. 400 exactly. Not bad, not bad. Hi, Nova. Again, I'm going to stop when I hit 3K because that's plenty of money. Going to be real with y'all. Unless I really, really push, I don't think anyone but Alexis is going to be our tag partner. Not bad, not bad. Her hand isn't too bad either. Saku. Yeah, I'll just summon the chainsaw insect. I'll hang on the cyber jar for now. Scapegoat. Alright. I also love the every time a token is summoned, they're like, would you like to check this card? It's like, it's a scapegoat token. I know what it does. Set torrential, call it a turn. I still don't know what Simon's payoff is. He has, like, he just runs all the good cards, but it's like, I'm not sure what his payoff is supposed to be. Not looking great. Exile Force. Well, so much for that comeback. Well, that'll do. Especially since she has a secondary effect where she gains power when she attacks directly. Which is pretty good, pretty good. If only there's a way to nerf her level and then use, what is it, Opti camouflage armor. Because he could really take advantage of that. Yes, I am using premature burial to revive a cyber dragon. Cyber dragon. Well, I'm summoning cyber dragon. But there'd be a reason why. Granted, the monster I'm going to summon is weaker, but its effect is worth it. Fiend Skull Dragon. Negate the effect of all flip monsters that this monster attacks, and it's immune to being targeted by trap cards. Meaning that it can't be bottomless. It actually can't. It can't be soccered, it can't be magic cylindered. So, like, battle traps are kind of useless against it. Not bad. It's never worth trying to hard summon it because the monsters used to summon it are just terrible. Cave Dragon and Lesser Fiend. Cave Dragon is a 4-star monster, dragon monster with 2,000 attack points but 100 defense points. If it is the only if it is the only dragon monster you have, you cannot summon it face up. You can only set it. Horrible effect. Horrible. Let me think. What? And Lesser Fiend is a 5-star monster with 2,100 attack points that just blanks flip effects when it destroys a monster in battle. That's a good effect and all, but being a 5-star with only 2,100 is not very good. And what's funny is the fusion monster you're summoning is weaker than it. But it has a very good effect. I would have just said everything, but yes, I understand Alexis Heavy Storm is a thing. I would have gone for another warrior lady. Alright, let's go ahead and hit that. And MST, you're MST! Yay! Oh, summon Thessalos. Saber Beetle. Not bad. Not a bad hit. I'm taking you out anyway because you're going to be a problem if I let you remain on the field. Of course. Come at me, bro. Yep. Here goes my Treeborn Frog, but oh well, I had never drew one yet, so... Oof. Good strat. Saku says no. Now hard cards, give me Mobius! No. Asking you shall not receive. Uh-oh. Captain Lock. Start date today. Okay, you both had Dork Hole, so... You know what? I'm gonna do this back at you. How does it feel? Morphing Jar, eh? Well, I could have used a new hand. Everyone's reduced to top decking. This is hilarious. Of course. And this is why we can't have nice things, folks. Ah, that is so irritating. Well, it doesn't matter now, does it? Ooh. Alexis, I would have... Oh my gosh. Why is the AI brain dead in this game? I get it, though. You don't want them to get the floaters. A howling insect. Interesting. Tiv. Too bad I only have one... Too bad I don't have another card in hand. But I can at least attack over this. Using Book. Yeah, this is part of the reason why Booker Moon got limited. It never got banned, but it has sat at 1 for a long time. Top deck of a lifetime. I love how all 4 of us are reduced to top decking. This is hilarious to me. Anka is bricked, which is music to my ears. Ah, of course. This is going to bite me in the rear too, but I do need to clear the warrior lady. Actually, I should not have done that. I should have just attacked. Oh well. It didn't matter anyway. Woo, that was close. That was a good one. And then I guess I'll duel these two. Cyrus and Jaden together would actually be pretty good. A pretty good pairing. Especially now. Chun-Li's deck doesn't seem to be any different out of the main cast. Neither does Alexis's, come to think of it. Because their deck's still kind of weird. Nice. We got the cool tag team here. Cots. Huh. I'm surprised you didn't fuse Jaden because you easily... Well, I guess you don't have... You did discard Cots, so never mind. Nope, that's not gonna work. Wild Hearts and me in the back row. Well, traps specifically. I can do this, however. Let's deck thin a little. I always found it weird how just desserts appeared in the anime. A phantom hand extended out of the card and then squeezed the pharaoh's face. It was so weird. Creature swap? Sure, take my grizzly. Good move, Alexis. Because then I benefit off of that. Pot agreed, don't mind if I do. What's in grave? Another grizzly. Alright. Summon Thestalos. I'm not afraid of the back row. And 400 for Sparkman. Get back over here. Oh, sure, Alexis. When I duel you with no real stakes involved, you first turn your Cyberblader. And then when I duel alongside you, you don't get her at all. Steam Healer? That's kind of random, but alright. Setting Polly as a bluff. Interesting. Looks like MS limiter removal. I'd like to have that card and... Well, one deck specifically. There we are. Alright. I think that's good. For a Tag Duel Sunday. Going to really push for becoming friends with, closer friends with Jaden. No email? Alright, alright. I don't think I'm ever going to get the chosen duelist again. Here, Jane, you can have this. I love how they seem angry yet they aren't. I don't know, sometimes this game can be weird. No cats, huh? Alright. Alright. Okay, I need to buy a bunch of these because they're going to be part of some strategies that I'm thinking about now. Also, heavy storm. I'll buy a few of these. Alright, what do we get? Blade. Okay, okay, I did need a third of him. No! I don't need that card! My body's good. Mid shield guard. Yeah. Well, that was a very mid pack. Mystic Tomatoes or a Donzalug, please. Dreadroots in this game? Huh. That's only one of the wicked gods. That's not bad. Archfiend Soldier. Cliff. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's a scorpion, but it's not the Dark Scorpion I want. I want the leader of the Dark Scorpions. Strike Ninja's not bad. Hey, Claw Scorpion, no. No, I don't want that one. DD Scout Point. Wow. Misses everywhere. Of course, this thing. Yeah. Convulsion of Nature. Oh, I love that card. DeFi is a common. Huh. Not bad, not bad. Yeah. Can't get anything. Hungry Burger, best card in the game. Senju. Senju is good. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, we made some progress towards the deck I'm trying to put together. But, to Cliff the Trap Remover. You really couldn't give me, Donzalug. I mean, he's not bad. He's just back row hate. So, 2 more packs. A third cliff. I guess I'll go to the cliff and jump off it at this point. Because, my word. That could have been 1 Donzalug. Maybe 2. Come on now. Of course. Talk about 6 hits and a miss. Again, putting dumplings on a sandwich is kind of redundant. Cool. Alright. Well, let's go feed our friend, in quotation marks, Bastion. Because I now have 2 of the salad sandwiches. Which, how do you put a whole salad on a sandwich? Oh, well. Logic. Alright. We are saving. Again, watch me get everything I wanted off screen. Alright. I still don't know what happens with what triggers the event to make them become your partner. But I think I'm at the point where they will be, so... Oh, I think I know. I think I have to get to, whatever happens later. Somewhat soon, I should say. Well, folks, that is where we're going to